Nigel Cecil, calling things out as you like it, especially for his fair-minded friends.
It's a blusty, windy day, so hello to all my fair-minded friends.
Cobblers to your fair-minded friends.
And cobblers to you too, but if you're fair-minded, you're still welcome. Hello, chackabouters. Nigel Cecil here, moi, as always, as an entertainment entrepreneur, with a little bit of info entertainment, especially for my fair-minded friends and anyone else who's interested in show business tittle-tattle and other topics, because I've been asked to speak on all sorts of things to engage you all. So thank you for joining. Yes, well, yeah. Now, today, we saw this. We saw this particular news item, and it suddenly changed what I was going to talk about, because we need your input for your opinions to say what you think. So it doesn't look as though Nigel's just spouting away here without taking on board what you think. So originally we were going to talk about Joanna Cherry SMP and the unfortunate occurrences with the Stand Comedy Club venue in Edinburgh, and the fact that Unite the Union has been reported in a piece about Joanna as supporting the staff at the Stand Comedy Club. Now, more about that later, but if you know anything about it, why don't you get in touch and let me know what your views are? And the other topic, of course, was artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence and how it's affecting everybody. And suddenly, the events of the past week sprang to mind because of this comment, this report on the BBC News website from Edmund Mostak, I hope I pronounced that right, who is the British founder of artificial AI and stable diffusion. I think it's popularly known as stable diffusion, is it? Yes, and Edmund has said that, well, there's a danger that human beings are going to become boring. And that's why artificial intelligence may take over, because it's more entertaining. And when you look at the past week and what's gone on, you'll say, hang on a minute, all the performances are spectaculars. The coronation concert at Windsor Castle, spectacular, with drone displays. And even Eurovision, spectacular, with everything going on. Where's the performer? Oh, look at all that's going on around. Now, if everybody begins to expect spectaculars, where does that leave the performer? Where does that leave the performer? Because, you see, I can recall the time when David Bowie walked on stage with David and a guitar and very little else, and commanded the respect of the whole auditorium. But if we're sort of engaging everybody, those who wish to be entertained with spectacular this, spectacular the other, well, isn't the ordinary person performer on the stage going to seem rather boring? And indeed, one of my fair-minded friends have already been in touch and said, Nigel, that closing ceremony, Duncan Lawrence, a very good performer, a well-known Dutch performer, Duncan Lawrence, You'll Never Walk Alone. But it was a spectacular. Did the emotion that Jerry Marsden, Jerry and the Pacemakers, just singing as he did, You'll Never Walk Alone, did that come across from the performance? Or was everybody moved by the spectacular, the spectacle of it all? And the more the audiences get into the spectacle, the spectacular of it all, are they actually moving away from focusing on the talent and the creativity of the performer? And if indeed everybody's been moved generally to move away from the performer, then when you see the performer on their own, they might say, well, this human being is rather boring. So Edmad Mostak raises a very important point. Are we losing sight of the performer? And this is where the Edinburgh Fringe comes into its own. It shows the importance of the performer, of the Fringe. It's the raw talent being exposed before the entertainment. You've been seen there. There's no hiding behind flashing bang lights, whiz bang wallops. It's there. You see it in your face. That's why I always say Edinburgh Fringe is wonderful. So I hope you'll bear that in mind. And if you've any thoughts of the Stand Comedy Club and what went on, or artificial intelligence, please get in touch because we'll be dealing with them in future videos. But please, let's not have anybody getting bored with human beings. What? Ah, yes, we've got an idea. Because in doing this, I was having a word with Hilary and we came up with an idea talking about artificial intelligence and the Edinburgh Fringe. Maybe it's already been done. I never know these things. But Hilary, may we have our Joe-Rooney first, please? Joe-Rooney. And Hilary usually manages to find them topical with something we've been talking about. So what have you got? What, Hilary? Thank you. You want me to take these? What are these? Oh, Oreos. I like Oreos. I've got to do the Joe-Rooney. Well, Oreo to you. And what's the Joe-Rooney then, Hilary? Let's have a look. Oh, I see now. I get the joke. What's being said about the new artificially intelligent Oreo that's been created? What's being said about the new artificially intelligent Oreo that's being created? Well, what is it? It's one smart cookie. Well, anyway, we've got an idea, haven't we, for the Edinburgh Fringe? Because we thought about artificial intelligence, and shouldn't there be a human challenge if it's not already taken place? Because in looking for jokes, Hilary spotted this artificial intelligent website that generated jokes. And indeed, Hilary said, Nigel, just type in, will you, Stand Comedy Edinburgh, and see what it comes up with. Here we go. There's plenty of choice there. But what would happen, because I always think the test of a good comedian is to be able to ad-lib. So what happens if I took up a show to Edinburgh Fringe? Well, I'm too old now, am I, Hilary? Yes, ageism indeed. But you had the artificial intelligence generator there, and you said to the audience, oi, give us something to type in. What, Boris Johnson? Yes, well, we'll type that in. Who else? Diane Abbott? Yes, and see what they come up with. Football? And see what artificial intelligence comes up with, and then respond. And the comedian has to respond ad-lib to the artificial intelligence. That could be quite a fun show. The battle of the human with AI. Well, there we go. We'll leave you with that one. Please keep your thoughts coming into my usual contacts. And until the next time, I hope you're all one smart cookie. Bye for now.
Nigel Cecil, calling things out as you like it, especially for his fair-minded friends.